Welcome back. In this video, we will explain how ChatGPT works, but we will not stop at ChatGPT. ChatGPT is one example of a larger technology called a large language model, or LLM. There are Western model families, Chinese model families, cloud models, offline models, coding models, multimodal models, and small models that can run on your own device. The simple idea is this: an LLM studies language patterns, reads your context, and predicts what should come next. LLM stands for Large Language Model. Large means it has learned from a very large amount of text, code, and sometimes images or audio descriptions. Language means it works with words, sentences, and smaller pieces of text called tokens. Model means it is not a person and not a search engine by itself. It is a mathematical system that has learned relationships between tokens, ideas, and instructions. A very simple example is, the sky is. If the model has seen many sentences where the sky is blue, it gives blue a high probability. It may also consider clear, cloudy, dark, or beautiful, depending on the context. ChatGPT does this again and again, one token at a time. That is why people say it is like a super advanced autocomplete, but trained on much more language and guided by your instructions. The powerful part is context. If you write, the sky is, the answer may be blue. But if you write, during a storm, the sky is, the answer may become dark or gray. Modern LLMs use transformer architecture, especially attention, to connect the important words in your prompt. This helps the model understand what you mean inside the current conversation. When you use ChatGPT, you are not only touching the raw language model. There is a product stack around it. A tokenizer that breaks text into tokens, a context window that holds the conversation, safety and instruction layers, and sometimes tools for browsing, files, images, voice, code, or data analysis. The LLM is the engine, but the full assistant is built from several connected modules. Not every LLM is built for the same job. General chat models explain, summarize, translate, and write. Reasoning models spend more compute on difficult logic, math, planning, and step-by-step problems. Coding models are tuned for software. Multimodal models can work with text plus images, audio, or video. Small language models trade some power for speed, lower cost, and local use. Many well-known model families come from companies in the United States and Europe. OpenAI builds GPT models used in ChatGPT. Google builds Gemini. Anthropic builds Claude. Meta builds Llama, which is important in the open-weight world. Mistral, from France, builds both cloud and open-weight models. Microsoft also has Phi models, which are smaller and efficient. These names change over time, but the family idea stays useful. China also has major LLM families. DeepSeek is known for strong reasoning and coding models. Alibaba builds Qwen, including multilingual and multimodal models. Baidu has ERNIE, Tencent has Hunyuan, and Zhipu AI has GLM. The important point is that LLM development is global. It is not only ChatGPT, and not only one country. Different models compete on language, cost, speed, coding, reasoning, openness, and local availability. There are two practical ways to use LLMs. Online models run on company servers. They are usually stronger, easier to access, and frequently updated, but they need internet and you must think about privacy and account limits. Offline or local models run on your own laptop, workstation, or private server. They can work without internet and keep data closer to you, but they need enough memory and may be smaller or slower. Many AI systems add modules around the LLM. RAG, or Retrieval Augmented Generation, lets the assistant look at your documents before answering. Tool calling lets it use a calculator, search, database, calendar, code runner, or other app. Fine-tuning and custom instructions can shape the style and behavior. Agent workflows let the system plan several steps, call tools, check results, and continue. The biggest warning is this: an LLM does not always know the truth. It predicts language that fits the context, so it can make mistakes, invent details, misunderstand the question, or give outdated information. It may sound confident even when it is wrong. For school, business, health, law, finance, or public information, use LLMs as assistants and verify important facts with trusted sources. So here is the simple takeaway. ChatGPT is a product built around a large language model, but the LLM world is much bigger than ChatGPT. There are Western models, Chinese models, open-weight models, cloud models, offline models, coding models, reasoning models, multimodal models, and small local models. At the center, the idea is still simple. The model reads context and predicts what comes next. Use the right model for the job, check important answers, and remember, ChatGPT is like a super advanced autocomplete trained on much more language.